In today's class on VLSI design, let us proceed to combinational logic circuits. This is taken from the book from CMOS VLSI design, Westian Harris, Addison Wesley Publications. So let us go to the topic. The topic is called how the transistors are used as switches. It's a very essential topic. This is the reason why the VLSI technology has evolved. So the topic, as the slide indicates, transistors, how they are used as switches. There are two types of transistors, which are these transistors they are called NMOS and PMOS transistors. We have got three terminals: source, drain and gate. The MOS transistors can be viewed as electrically controlled switches, and the voltage at the gate is going to decide the path from source to drain. If the gate is 0, NMOS is switched off, PMOS is switched on. If gate is 1, NMOS is switched on and PMOS is switched off. Next, let us proceed to how a CMOS transistor can work as an inverter. Inverter is going to be like a NOT gate. If A input is 0, the output Y is going to be 1. If A input is 1, the output is going to be 0. That is why it is called inverter. So if A is 0, you can see the picture, the circuit diagram. PMOS is connected to the top to the VDD and NMOS is connected to the ground. So you can see the inverter. If the input is 1, NMOS will be switched on, so the output will be connected to ground, so the output is 1. If the input is 0, PMOS will be switched on, so the output becomes 1. Next, let us proceed to 2-input CMOS NAND gate. So we have got 4 combinations: 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 as the inputs. If the input is, if AB are 0, 0, if AB both are 0, 0, both NMOS transistors will be switched off, whereas PMOS transistors will be switched on. So output is high. If input A is 0, B is 1, the output is 1, because if input is 0, the first NMOS transistor is switched off and second NMOS transistor is switched on. So automatically the ground cannot be connected to the output line, but the supply will be connected to the top PMOS transistor. One of the PMOS transistor is switched on. So automatically you will have a high output. That is why we are saying that it is satisfying the truth table of an AND gate. Next, let us proceed to the third combination of 1, 0. If A is 1, B is 0, automatically the reverse will happen. That is, first NMOS transistor will be switched on, the next NMOS transistor will be switched off. So automatically there will be no ground at the output. That means the output is not going to go to 0 level. But because of the top PMOS transistor, one of it is switched on, the output is going to be high. So this satisfies the truth table. 1, 0 input becomes 1 output. Next, when we say 1, 1, automatically the 2 NMOS transistors will be switched on and you have a ground as the ground will be connected to the output line. Automatically you will have output as 0. So far we have talked about a 2-input NAND gate, 2-input NAND gate and an inverter. Now let us proceed to CMOS NOR gate. So this is going to be the other way around. That is, 2 NMOS transistors are going to be in parallel and 2 PMOS transistors are going to be in series. This is the other way around compared to a NAND gate, because in NAND gate 2 NMOS transistors are in a series and PMOS transistors are in parallel. Next, let us proceed to 3-input NAND gate. 3-input NAND gate is when the output is low if all the inputs are high, and the next combination, if any one of the input is 0, means the output is going to be high. So you can see the circuit diagram as we have seen for 2-input NAND gate. Even for 3-input NAND gate, the NMOS transistors will be in series and the PMOS transistors will be in parallel. So with this, I think we have completed the CMOS inverter, 2-input NAND gate, 3-input NAND gate and 2-input NOR gate. Thank you. Let us see in the next class. Thank you.